Okay guys, this is my Whiteline Strut tower bar. I wasn't actually going to do this today. I was actually going to do those garnishes over there, but for some reason polishing the bolts was getting stuck in my head and it seemed a lot of effort, so I thought I might as well do the strut tower bolts as well, which I will edit in at the end of this video. I actually did all that first, which is what led to this anyway. I thought if I've polished the door jamb switch bolts and I've polished these, I might as well, since they're off, just put this thing on anyway, you know. This is crazy. I'll actually edit in here when I actually ordered this. I should do it now. Okay, so yeah, I think that was the 23rd of March 2013. I'm just going offhand because I don't have the date with me right now, but yeah, I had this for ages. It's never actually been out of this little plastic bag. Now I've chosen Whiteline obviously because it's an Australian company. I'm trying to support more Australian brands as much as I can, except for the sway bars. I got Perrin ones because Petters wasn't available back then, but if they were, I would have got them. I like Petters products as well. Okay, so this is basically just to help with the rigidity of the chassis, or the chassis, however you want to say it. Okay, but basically with these cars, they already come with a factory strut tower to firewall brace anyway, and I've heard they don't. The difference is negligible, but it looks nice anyway. So especially on a darker engine bay, it really contrasts with the other stuff that I've polished and things I've yet to put on. So yeah, I'll just move the camera around and we'll take this out and we'll have a look. One there, and we have one there. I guess that's for the extra nut. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I chose silver just for the nice contrast against the engine bay. I think red would be a little bit too much. You got to be very careful when you're adding highlights to your engine bay. So we'll go put this in and see how it looks. Thanks guys. Okay guys, just a quick update. I've actually unwrapped it all completely now, and those bolts are actually for the strut tower bar on this side, so I'm going to need an Allen key on this side and I guess a spanner to tighten this. I'll let you know what size that is once I measure it. Okay, we've got the protective wrap on here too, but we'll leave this on until we have it into the engine bay to avoid any scratches. But yeah, it's looking really nice. Looking forward to putting this in guys, so let's head out to the car and get it done. Cheers. In the strut bar, we basically, by the look of it, just have to remove these bolts. These nicely polished bolts I just put back in there, so I'll just undo those first and then we'll stick it in. And these were, I think it was a 12mm socket you needed for these, from memory. It's been a couple of days since I did this. Give it a tick. So next we need, I think this is a 17mm socket and an Allen key. I think this was an 8 offhand. Okay, this one goes in here. This one here just to tighten up the strut bar here. I'm sweating like crazy. It's just insane. Okay guys, and there we go. We have the Whiteline strut brace. Just make sure these are all nice and tight. Okay, you don't want to over tighten them either. But yeah, it looks really good on the engine bay there. It really brings it up. One other thing too, when you close your bonnet or your hood, just make sure you do that quite slowly and just make sure it fits. I'm pretty sure it's completely fine in this car, but with anything you do, just don't go slamming that down, yeah? Alright guys, thank you very much. Whiteline Strut brace, looks very, very nice. Catch us later. Hey guys, this is just a spur of the moment thing. Since I've ever polished these, I've noticed this bolt now is looking dull and nasty. This is some type of sensor, I'm guessing, so I'm just going to take this out. It's a 10mm socket, I believe, this one here. Just going to take that up, take it out, stick it in the room and just give them a hell of a polish. Alrighty, I'll show you when I'm done. Cheers. Okay guys, I hope this is recording. So I've taken out these two bolts. They're actually quite specific. You can see down the bottom here, they're just not your normal bolts. They're actually for the little actuator, I think, for the windows to go up and down when you close the doors. They're supposed to lower slightly when you close it and then fully close when you close the door. Stop it from breaking the glass, I guess. But yeah, they've been bothering me since I did the door strikers, so I thought let's just get these cleaned. I had a strange urge to get them done right now, so let's do it. So you know the drill, pardon the pun. Alrighty, we've got these, we've got our polishing tips. Starting to get useless now, but I'll try to find a square one here, and we've got the wire brush as well. This is important just to get off this, I'm not quite sure what this is, anodizing marks or, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, the bolt's looking pretty rough. It looks like oxidization maybe, I can't really tell, looks weird. This one seems to be okay, but let's just give them a quick wire brush and then we'll polish them up and stick them back in the car. Cheers. Oh, you also need to take out the, or take off the negative on the battery too, because obviously it's powered, otherwise the window will keep trying to switch on and off because the connection's all over the place. So make sure you disconnect your battery before you take these out. Alright, let's get polishing. There we go, make sure it's recording. Yeah, so we can see the bolt there. It's coming up quite nicely. Obviously we're not polishing underneath because you don't see that part there, but yeah, just getting up the top. You don't want to round the edges off either, so you don't want to get too crazy with that stuff. Not that you can with polish, but still something to think of. But yeah, bumped off nightly and we'll polish that in a tick. We'll just do the other one. Yeah, this one's braced pretty well. It's fine, I'll just give it a quick clean. Okay guys, and that's them polished. I'm just going to stick them back in now, put the battery back on, and it's another little detail done. Yeah, just nice and shiny, just a small detail, but it's in there. Just be careful of this when you put it back in. I gave it a bit of a touch up on the rubber mount with some detailing as well, make it look nice, but yeah. It makes the striker and this here pair off nicely. So one more thing done, the other side's done as well. Alright, thanks guys. Okay guys, so while I'm doing the other ones, I'm just going to be doing these as well. These are the strut tower bolts. They're slightly different. They're specifically made for the top mounts, so we'll just give these a polish as well, and we'll probably put the strut bar in as well once I finish these, so I'll let you know when they're done. Cheers guys. Just an update, these are the strut tower bolts. The battery ran flat on this yesterday. I gave it a good licking on the exhaust pipes actually. There was some buffing need to be done, but you can see here, these ones are almost done. We'll get these ones done, and I've got a strut bar to put on since we've got all these off. We might as well, it's just sitting around, so we'll get that done shortly. Thanks guys. And there we have it guys, they're all done, nice and shiny. The contrast, gave them a good polish, not too much on the underside, but they turned out really well. So I'm going to attach the strut bar since these are already off. It just makes sense. If there's any hassles I can always take it off again, I think. But yeah, that's going to look really nice. When you have a new part in the engine bay, you can't have it surrounded by corroded or rusty bolts. You know what I mean? It just ruins the image. You might as well clean it all up while you can. And there we have it. So next will be the video, I guess, of sticking the strut bar in. I wasn't planning on it, but there, that's how things turned out.